Okay, so tell me, are we going to see anything different? Okay, I'm quickly going to throw a couple of teams at you, and you tell me if we're going to see something different from them in the second half. The Pelicans.
Something different.
That
I expect Zion Williamson to pick it up, and lead that team, When you see his averages and stuff and how he dominates the game, I think it's time for him to find a way to win. So I think if he can figure it out how to motivate his team to get wins, and him and Brandon Ingram, I think they're gonna do a big turn up in the second half. They got stuff to prove too, so that's their motivation. I think that they're gonna be a big turn up. I think we haven't talked about them, and I think their ceilings is even bigger than the Golden State.
okay. Dallas Mavericks.
Oof, tough one. I think they're gonna stay consistent with what they're doing. I don't expect them to actually move up or down. I think they're gonna keep getting better, but not that much. It's just slight. It's just a little improvement here and there, and that's about it.
Okay. The Atlanta Hawks.
Oof. I don't like their basketball game personally, but I don't expect them to do much better than what they did this first half. I don't see improvements that they can make in their game, and I don't think they have the personnel to do it. I know they're gonna try to pick it up, but it's gonna be tough for them the second half of the season.
Miami Heat.
Oof. That's a team I want to see do good.
You want to see them do good, or you think they're going to do good?
I want to, and I think they will. I think they have a lot to prove yet. They did it just like the Phoenix Suns, like a big disappointment the first half. The quality of the players they got there, I think they should be doing a lot better, and I expect them in the second half to do much better. I know they had some injuries and stuff, but I think in the second half they're gonna show what they made of. I think they're just a little tired of the bubble and everything that went on, and I think after the All-Star break, I think they're gonna come with renewed energy and stuff up.
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna go to my buddies. Well, now it's no longer in Canada. It's the Tampa Raptors.
Oh, the Raptors. Listen, unless Pascal Siakam picks it up,
Unless.
that team, unless he picks it up, because what he's been doing so far doesn't look good. I think he's that anchor, and they want him to be the all-star of that team, the leader, to the go-to guy, but he's not there yet. I don't think he's there yet, especially not physically or skill-wise. Mentally,
Not there.
mentally, he's not a leader.
Oh.
No, yet, and I don't see him do much better this second half of the season. I don't see them doing much better. I think it's a learning curve for Siakam to become the leader. I think this is the year off where Siakam gonna learn. With the experiences he's going to pick up, and then next year they're going to be much better. But the second half of the season, I don't see them doing much better than that.
Okay, and of course we gotta talk about my guys. Well, they're not really, to be honest. Yeah, the San Antonio, are they back in the playoffs this season? The San Antonio Spurs.
See, that's that. San Antonio always gets better, just this, and this doesn't depend on the players, I think they're gonna be that team that's gonna make the run. The headache of the West always, and it's because of the pop system. And it doesn't matter what the players do, and the system is always getting better throughout the year. So definitely gonna get better this second half. So it's a team to watch too.
Okay, and what about the Grizzlies?
Man, you tell me about the Grizzlies now. Let's go.
Oh, I'll tell you this. I think the Grizzlies are going to have a better second half because they have been a 500 team in the first half. what are they like 16 and 16, right? And Ja didn't play in a couple of games. They expected them to kind of like take a nosedive, but they didn't.
Injured.
They actually sustained it. He came back. I mean, they went through some adversity in the first half, and they did pretty well for a 500 team. I think for them being a 500 team, I think they did pretty well in the first half. I think it's only going to get better in the second half. So if they're not going to be in the 8th spot, they'll probably be between, the 9th and the 10th, or maybe in the 10th. Is there anything between the 9th and the 10th? I mean, you understand what I'm saying. They'll probably be dancing around the 8th all the way to the 10th. That's what I meant to say. So they'll probably be playing for the play-in. So that's what I see. So I have high hopes for the Grizzlies, and I like their brand of basketball. I like their brand of basketball. So I think they're going to be nice. The Sacramento Kings, do you think, because they're playing just to make it into the playoffs this season, do you think they're going to make it into the playoffs?
See how they playing, you can see like some games they get better, other games is just not there. It's just the lack of a little bit of the personnel and the experience. I don't think this year they're going to be in the playoffs, but it's going to be a learning curve for them. So I think it's going to be good for them this year to try to get as much wins as they can and then solidify that group. But I don't think they're going to make it into the playoffs.
So what about this team? The opposite of the hottest team, I would say the coldest team just before the break, the Houston Rockets.
Hey, that team is in rebuild mode. John Wall got there. We know John Wall is a great player, but he needs another All-Star to win games. And I don't think they're going anywhere this year. I think they're gonna finish right there where they are. They're gonna try to get the draft picks, draft lottery picks. So for them this year is a blank year, so they can rebuild their roster for next year. They just got rid of Harden. Harden was a big part of that organization. I think it's gonna be a tough year for them,
And will the Hornets make it into the playoffs?
The Hornets. Man, tough question. If LaMelo Ball keeps playing like that, how he's playing, doing all this great stuff, I think the Hornets they're gonna upset a lot of teams this second half of the season. I think they're gonna be in the playoffs, yes, and people are gonna be shocked that this rookie is playing that good and the team is doing that good. So they're a team to watch. I think they're gonna be in the playoffs, yes.
Okay, so we do know the Bucks are going to make it into the playoffs, but the question is, will they be a better team in the second half than the first half?
There's a huge room for improvement, I think this is the year where Giannis is like, okay, we know how the regular season are, so he's not putting much effort into it. We don't hear about him that much. I think he's just waiting for the playoff to start. So second half of the season, big question mark. I think they're going through the motion right now. They're going to finish right about the three best teams or four best teams. And I think you're going to see a big Bucks team in the playoffs with players who already been there a couple of years, and they've gotten a lot of experience in the playoffs. So they can upset a lot of people, and your guys might go to Cancun sooner than you think.
So you actually think the Bucks have a chance of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I don't know. I said maybe.
Okay.
Right now they're going through the motions, and it's everything is just like, it's almost like they don't want to show people how they can play. Middleton is chilling. Giannis doesn't want to get the MVP this year. It's just going through the motion.
And let's talk about the Celtics. Are they going to have a better second half?
Ooh, hell no. I don't think so. The basketball I just saw them playing, it's not the Celtics basketball. I don't see them doing any better than what they did. I think they're going to drop to the 5th place or 6th, but it's a thing to see. I don't think they're going to do any better the second half.
Interesting. Okay. Well, there you have it, people. the second half broken down by
Yes,
El
sir.
Conda, team by team. Oh, you did okay. The Warriors. Let me ask you about the Warriors. How do you think they're gonna fare out second half?
Come on, we already talked about the Warriors. We know how they're gonna finish.
Okay. What about the Lakers?
There's a huge room for improvement in the Warriors. So like, I think they're gonna climb up 3-4 places in the table, depending on how things go. And but I don't see them making all the way through to the finals. So, but I see them getting better the second half of the season.
What about the Lakers second half?
The Lakers is gonna be your team, like where with a lot of confidence from LeBron and AD when he gets back and stuff. And I think they're a team that none of those teams in the West wanna find in their way because of the experience they have and stuff like that.
And the Clippers?
LeBron knows how to win. You don't want me to talk about the Lakers.
No, you can talk about the Lakers. All right. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you off. My bad. I take that back.
But it's fine. You're going to see the playoffs.
What? The Lakers?
The Lakers, yes.
Yeah. Chances are, I'm telling you, chances are the Lakers are probably going to meet the Golden State Warriors in the first round. That's what's going to happen.
Probably
chances
not.
are. Because the Warriors, I'm probably seeing the Warriors being number 7 or number 6, right? Yeah. And then the Lakers are going to be right there.
Right there,
meaning they're going to be the third team, right? Or maybe even the second team if they play their cards right, because things are going to get real bumpy. There's a possibility they might drop all the way to the 4th. There's a possibility, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that would be dangerous for the Lakers if they do meet the Warriors in the first round. Oh my God! Can you? You know what Curry usually does, right?
Boy is a fanboy of Curry.
No,
man.
I am just telling you the real. You know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen.
I know exactly.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Yes.
That Steph is going to be serving chicken curry all over LA. Even though the pandemic is out there, this man would just be serving. Like, here you go, man. He going to be cooking. The chef going to be cooking.
The Warriors don't want to get the Lakers.
Oh, I think they do. I think they do. I think the Warriors really want the Lakers. Because let me tell you something. I don't think the Warriors think that they're going to win the championship. I don't think they think that. They believe there's a small window, but I don't think they will crack at it. But they do want to make noise this season. That's the goal. They want to get into the playoffs and make noise. And remember what, not too long ago when the 8th seed defeated the number 1 seed that won over 60 games, the Dallas Mavericks. That number 8 seed was the Golden State Warriors. And they were led by who? BD, Baron Davis. Now this time they got Chef Curry. Can you believe that?
Cooking.
Oh, this man is gonna go out. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would die for that matchup. I would die for that matchup. I'd be like, you know what? 2021, you've been great. Right then and there, 2021 could end and I'll be good. I'll be like, right, because that'll be the best gift. That'll be the best gift ever. And then we get to see Curry go against KD in the finals.
So if they win the first round against the Lakers, you'll be like, mission accomplished.
No, I'll be waiting for the Curry against KD in the finals now. Now I'll be like, all right, now mission accomplished. But unfortunately, KD's going to take that. Even though I'm going to be rooting for the Warriors, but I know KD's going to take that. Because
So who's gonna stop? So who's gonna stop Curry on the Brooklyn Nets?
Yo, they don't need to stop anybody. The Brooklyn Nets are just gonna score. They'll be like, go ahead, try to score. You go ahead, shoot. But we just gonna outscore you. It's not even fair.
So they're gonna go through that Warriors defense.
It's not even fair. Who's gonna stop the Brooklyn Nets? Who's gonna stop them from scoring? Please, I'm asking you. Forget even the Warriors. Let's just talk about every team. Who's gonna stop the Brooklyn Nets from scoring in a 7-game series?
Let me see. Sixers got a big chance.
Who?
They match up quite well with them. Sixers.
In a 7-game series.
In a 7-game series.
Man.
I think you talk about Ben Simmons getting a jumper, but Ben Simmons is one of the best defenders out here
Oh,
in the NBA.
heck
bro.
yeah. Yeah. That's true. That is true.
We forget about that.
That is true. But okay, Ben Simmons cannot
and
defend
it's
five
just not
players.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons can.
There's not just Ben Simmons in there, bro.
Okay, so tell me, who's gonna stop KD?
You got
Hold
Tobias
on a second.
Harris
Who's gonna
too.
stop KD?
Nobody
Okay,
can stop
who is
KD,
going to
bro.
stop Kyrie?
So you got Ben Simmons.
Who's
right
going to
there.
stop James Harden from scoring? Because you're going to get a lot of fouls on you. Tell me, who's going to stop? Please tell me, who's going to stop these guys?
Oh my